when I grew up in a non-Christian home. I came from a background of my parents being divorced and my mum being married multiple times. So there was a lot of uncertainty in my upbringing. I met my husband when I was 17. I left home, moved to Queensland, and I got to know him and found out that his family went to church, they were Christians. So that was really my first exposure to church, was through his family. And, you know, they prayed for us all that time. And it wasn't until 2003 that we'd had a pretty rough trot with a job up in Townsville, and we'd moved back to Bundaberg to be closer to family, and we'd lost contact with a lot of our friends, and the only friend that we did have contact with was a church-going friend. And my in-laws offered to look after our children one day, and they said, go to this meeting, you know, we'll look after the kids, you know. And any parent with small children knows that if someone offers you that, you take it and you run. I had absolutely no idea what this meeting was about. I just thought, yep, great, no kids, woo! And we went to this evangelist outreach meeting, and he spoke that night on where will you spend eternity. And for me, that hit my heart. I knew that there was a God, but I thought that I'd done too much wrong to actually be forgiven and be set right with him. And it was through that talk that offered me a way. Now they gave an opportunity for people to go up the front, but I didn't go up the front. I was too scared and too worried about what everyone else was going to think. But I prayed the prayer where I was, really having no idea what I'd done or what I'd asked to happen. But over the next 2 weeks, it was like a wrestle with God. I was smoking at the time, and from the moment that I prayed that prayer of salvation, it's like he took that desire away. Like I would, it was just a habit. I'd go and have a smoke out the front, and it'd be like the taste would be like ugh, and there was just no desire for it anymore. And after the 2 weeks of wrestling with things that I used to do, now all of a sudden I just felt like that's just wrong. But it's like, what is going on here? There was just like a war within myself. And then I woke up one morning at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I just had this urge to pray. I had to pray. I needed to talk to God. I needed to ask his forgiveness for everything that I had done. And I got up and I just prayed for forgiveness for everything. I mean, my past is pretty messed up, and I was a very, very broken person. And I came to that point where I was just like, I just need God. I need God, and I was sick of fighting against it. I gave in to God. I submitted to him and gave my life to him. And that morning we went to church, and as soon as the altar call came, I was just straight down the front. And my life has never been the same since. It was just such a radical transformation. Like my life was going in one direction, God intervened, and going complete polar opposite. And I've never looked back, and now I'm going to Bible college and running a Bible college and it's great. I would never, ever, ever go back.